Hi, my name is Shruti and I run Crochet with the Shrew, which is a crochet small business. And in this week's video, it's actually going to be part 2, so check out part 1 if you haven't seen it already, of essentially setting up a in-person marketplace. So just to give you a little bit of background on what that is, so there's like a store and they essentially support a bunch of different small businesses, and different ones come and like have different areas to sell their products, and you basically can like rent tiny little spaces in this mall. And yeah, so I applied and was accepted, and I was really excited to essentially get my own products in front of people. In a way other than online or in actual markets where you have to like be there the whole time and they're like short events. So this is like a more long-standing thing. So in part 1, we started working on a bunch of the items, working on the setup, and like try to visualize what it looks like. So in this video, we're really going to be wrapping it up. We're going to be finishing off those items, making sure the final setup looks good, and then I will show you the final result. And yeah, I'm so excited. Let's get into it. Okay, it is currently Tuesday and I have a bunch of updates. So I sent them the list of the inventory that I want to have, and it's pretty much what we discussed yesterday. The only addition is I added 6 of the little flower pots that I've made before, and I'm going to make them in a smaller size. I think they'll be really cute, and I actually worked on them on my commute back from work, and we have 3 of these little flower pots. And then I need to make the roses and then the dirt, and I feel like these are like a really, cute size. And yeah, so these are these 3. And the other update that I have, let me spin you around. I did get a white version of this wooden shelf, so I'm going to decide which one would be better. I do think this fits the store's theme more, so I might go with that one. And then those are like the mini plushies, same as we had last time, but I did get a like wooden white tiered shelf that I'm going to set up right now, so we can go ahead and finish that. And then that's the jumbo sunflower turtle lying in a pile that needs to be helped. And then yeah, so obviously it's pretty messy in here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish working on this. Okay, so this is pretty much the finalized setup. So on this 3-tier stand, I'm going to have the flower pots on the top there. I think I should have 4 and that would be really cute. I'm going to try and make 6 because that's how many I said that I would take. And then they can just be like extra stock. And then I have my mini velvet plushies that I did from the like make all of my mini patterns in mini velvet yarn over here. And then I have my gummies, and I did end up actually using those little stands on the gummies, and I feel like it looks really cute and it'll be easier for people to pick them up, look at them, and then put them back without them toppling all over the place. This guy, I'm going to take out some of these gummies and excess things, but this will essentially be all of the keychains that I have. Hopefully not too overwhelming. And then this will be the stand, and then we'll have the orange and the bunny. And yeah, I think this will be very manageable for me to finish in the time that I have. And I really like both the stands that I bought, so I am super excited. So realistically, for the rest of today, I need to eat dinner and then I have like a dance thing. And by the time I think I'll be able to come back to this, it's going to be pretty late tonight. So I'm hoping to just work on some of the flower pots and I'll update you on my progress then. And then all we'll have is the bunny. And then tomorrow, I think I already mentioned, but I have a work thing after work and I think I'll only get back pretty late, like maybe 9 or 10. And then I have one more day, which will be Thursday, to finish up, wrap up, pack up everything, have it all ready to go so that on Friday evening after work, I can stop by the store and like set it all up. So yeah, I'm super excited. I feel like this was really manageable. I didn't go too crazy, mainly just like figuring out how to design and display the things really aesthetically, since that's super important with this store. But yeah, let's see how it does. Okay, so a little later, I finished my dance practice and I decided that I wanted to crochet a little. So I thought that I would work on batch prepping these little flower pots. So since the flower pots were done, I decided to go ahead and whip out one of the roses. So here it is. I love how it turned out. It's super cute and essentially it'll look like this when it's done. And I've made the larger version of these before, and honestly, I feel like the small ones are even cuter. And I feel like considering, like, I think it's a perfect size to value. I am honestly a little bit unsure about how to price these because it did take me a while to make this, probably because it was the first time. It's just a little bit kind of complicated. The first time you're just like figuring out like how to read the pattern. So I might time myself making an entire one start to finish because I did do 3 of the flower pots and I want 4. So I'm going to start with the flower pot, finish the pot, make the rose, everything, and I'm thinking I'll do a purple rose for this one, so that'll be really pretty with the white base, and then see how long it takes so I can verify if my pricing was correct. I did already tell them how much I was going to charge for it. I don't remember now, and it might be a little too high, but yeah, I'll see. Currently 11:50 p.m., so let's see how long it takes to finish. Okay, so I have a little update. I finished crocheting all of the parts and it took me about exactly 30 minutes. It's like 12:20 right now. So honestly, it's like pretty close. I think it took me about 15 minutes to crochet each of these. And then the actual putting together will just take me like a minute or two at the end, just like stuffing, sewing, just like 1 or 2 minutes. And I will batch do all of them, so it's a little bit faster that way. But yeah, that's like really good to know because that always helps a little bit with some perspective on you know, how many of them I can make and things like that. But yeah, I really like how the purple turned out. I chose to do a slightly lighter green, if you can see, compared to the other rose, which I think was a fun idea. So there's some variety in case people want different things, and I color, it kind of looks better, but I do think that the red rose pops more. I'm almost wondering if I should do 2 red, just to have that like kind of common color and then 2 kind of unique colors. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do 1 darker red than this, and then I'll maybe do like a light pink or like a peach kind of color and have 4 of these. But yeah, that was actually super productive. I'm really happy with the progress that I've made. I honestly kind of feel like crocheting a little bit more, and I just like am having so much fun with these roses. I also feel like the roses they just look so cute on their own too, but I don't know what I would do with them like this, but I do feel like a little bouquet or a little vase would be really cute, maybe for a potential future idea. But I think these will be great for Mother's Day in the market, and they have like a beautiful spot on the display. I'm just like so happy with how things are looking. Yeah, I feel like I was so conflicted earlier this week on like what I was gonna make, how it was gonna look, and everything is just looking so cohesive. I like all of the different pieces that I'm putting in the market. I like the stands that I got. I am enjoying crocheting for it. So yeah, I'm having a great time. And yeah, that's my update for tonight. I might crochet a little bit more. I haven't decided, but if I do, I will update you on what I make tomorrow. Okay, so it is currently Thursday, so it is the day before I need to set up my marketplace, so I need to finish all of the items, and I do have some updates for you. So yesterday I was working on the bunny and look at how chonky. I feel like the exposure is a little high, so it looks a little like under. Let me see if I can reduce it. Yeah, there we go. So you can see the bunny now. It has like a pink little top. It's very round and it can sit, which is super cute. And I love how the ears turned out. And this is a pattern. I'm going to be doing the tester call very soon. I'll have the pattern now available on my Etsy. And then I think I'm going to make a jumbo version of her because she is just so cute. And I feel like she'd be really nice on my couch. She has a pink little nose, and then I'm going to do a pink bow and then all of her limbs. But yeah, I worked on this last night. And then today, on my commute to and from work, I worked on a few more items. Let me show you. So I had already crocheted the flower pots, if you remember those, like the bases, but I hadn't added the dirt. So I went ahead and crocheted the dirt into all of the 4 pots. There's another one in here somewhere. And let me take out all these balls of yarn. The 4th little pot, and then we have the 2 arms for the bunny. So it has the sleeves, and then I need to sew them on, something like that. And then I crocheted the feet for the bunny as well. So these are the little feet. For the bunny, we have a little bow. And this was kind of a fun little pattern to design. I haven't done something like this before. I think this is, yeah, this is the front. And I feel like this turned out really pretty and would be like a fun, just like free pattern to like put on my Instagram and my YouTube. So I might do that just because I was trying to find like a really easy chenille bow pattern and I was not finding one. So cute. So cute. Okay. So that's that. And then I also had time to work on the flowers for the flower pots. So I had 2 roses left to make. So I made a dark red rose with the bright green and then a light pink, or like maybe like a coral pink with the light green. So you can see these 2 color combos. I'll get all 4 roses actually to show you the different colors. The 4 colors that we have, and I think they're going to look really cute together. And I am happy that I have 2 shades of red because I feel like red might be the most popular. I don't know, but I will find out. I do think that these are going to sell first. That's my bet, but we'll see what happens. That's just my guess. So I'm going to go ahead and work on like basically sewing these together now. I just need to sew and finish all of these projects, and then I will show you. This is my massive bag of stuffing. I get it in bulk since I use so much. So I've just been working on sewing, I think for about like maybe 30-40 minutes, and I have a bunch of updates. First we have, oh, let me fix the exposure a little. Okay, first we have the bunny. It is super chunky, and I'm gonna name it the Chonky Bunny. I think it's really cute, and if you're interested in testing, definitely let me know. Apply on my Instagram. I'll have like a tester call out for it. And yeah, I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna make a whole Chonky series. So yeah, this is her. And I decided to just do 1 bow. I was thinking about 2, but I think for now I'm just gonna do 1 because it is a bigger bow. But obviously if like you're gonna make the pattern, you can make it your own. And I just realized I missed one detail, which is I like to do clothing rims on all of the like clothing parts. So I want to do a clothing rim for the bottom here as well, and maybe also the neck. So I need to do that. Good thing I saw that. And I was thinking about making this the tail, but then I decided like it was a little bit too big, so I made like a smaller smaller tail. And next, I want to show you guys the flower pots. So these are the flower pots. I absolutely love how these turned out. I hope that they're going to do really well. They do take a decent amount of effort to make, so I'm a little concerned that my price point might be a little too high for them, but we will see, and otherwise I can always reduce the price. But I love these. I feel like I should make a bunch of these for myself and just like put them around my house as decor because they're just so cute and so tiny. And yeah, so this is pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and finish the last details on this that I just like told you guys about. Update my pattern notes with all of this, make sure I have it all noted down so I don't forget, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fix the setup one more time just to see how it is before tomorrow. And I just realized I have one more task. Okay, so my jumbo sunflower turtle that is in blue, I need to basically reinforce some things on it. Like when I made this, I was a little bit newer, and I also I think the yarn was a little bit thinner than the jumbo yarn usually is, so I just need to do the belly part for the turtle, like sew in some holes, which sometimes happens when you're doing a bunch of decreases. If you crochet, you probably know. So I just want to make it look a lot more solid and just like remove some of those like little gaps. But yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm ready to go and set up in the marketplace, and I'm so excited. This has been like 2 to 3 weeks in the process, and it's been so quick and such a fun experience. And I packed everything, put everything in the car, so I am all ready to go. And I'm so excited and can't wait to show you how it turns out. Hopefully I'll get some like good footage. We'll see. I think I'll take my camera, so that'll be fun. I have a friend coming with me, so that'll be nice. And yeah.
So sorry, this clip is a little fast, but that upper shelf there is one of my spots, and then this cubby is my other one. And here's kind of the entrance to the store. It's super vibey and aesthetic. I love how it looks. And here are all of my plushies all set up. I honestly am obsessed with how the stand turned out with all of the plushies. I feel like the roses look really cute, and all of the tiny little plushies look good as well. And then if you kind of walk over more towards the middle of the store, oh, I guess I'm still here. Give me a second. But yeah, if you walk towards the middle of the store, you can see my upper shelf here, and this is where I placed all of my other items. And I honestly had a lot more like horizontal space than I thought I did, so I could lay out the jumbo sunflower turtle, which I was happy about, and then I just stuck the orange on it like on the end. And yeah, I honestly was so obsessed. I think that this store is just really well organized, and I love the entire vibe.
Thank you so much for coming along on this video. I am really excited to see how the marketplace turns out, and you will definitely be updated on all of the things, the items that I need to make to replenish the market, how it goes, if I decide to keep it more long term, all the details. So definitely subscribe to come back for more crochet content, and yeah, see you next week.